Aguilas. Number 1, Karen Elorde. Number 4, Martin Dias. Number 5, J.R. Oligario. Number 7, Darwin Bederi. Number 2, Alec Elorde. Number 10, Patrick Zakawe. Number 11, Rob Baliki. Number 15, Prince Eze. Number 21, Carlos Sumaba Jr. Number 24, Gabe Capasio. Number 29, James Labarda. Number 31, Nem De La Cruz. Number 35, Mustafa Arafat. Number 55, Adrian Partosa. Number 64, Kate Aviso. And number 81, Ivan Claric. The head coach of Pilipinas Aguilas is Coach Paulo Layug. May I request everyone to please rise for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Our officials of the ball game: crew chief Josuel Cruz, umpire 1 Ralph Moreto, umpire 2 Sho Alap, technical director Salvador Cortez Jr.
It's a bright, sunny Sunday afternoon here in the Dasmariñas Arena in Cavite as we are here live for the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Championship in Dasmariñas. Our first game will be between the MisOr Mustangs up against the Pilipinas Aguilas. It's a great situation right now. And Gio, it's nice to have you here once again. I'm Nico Rocha along my partner Gio Evangelista. And all teams have already played, and we are currently in day 3 to witness this first matchup for the day.
That is right, Nico. It may be bright and sunny outside, but we're expecting a downpour of buckets here in the arena. So sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan na malapit lang sa venue, come over to Dasmariñas Arena. Join the festivities. You will not be disappointed.
Well, just a quick overview here, no? Pilipinas Aguilas currently 0-1. They're facing up against a team that's 1-1. All teams have seen action already once again. And I would say, though, that they're still acclimatizing to the venue. It's our first time here. So, yung iba talaga kinakapapa eh, no?
That is right, Nico. And yun nga, meron tayong mga bisita, hindi lamang galing dito sa Pilipinas. Meron tayong overseas teams na sumasali din. And on that note nga, itong maglalaban ito ay parehong part ng Group A. And as you were mentioning earlier, team should stay out of the bottom because team format, the tournament format rather, as we see the two groups for the tournament, Group A, both MisOr Mustangs and the Pilipinas Aguilas right now, are part of the Group A with Statham Academy. So iniiwasan natin talaga na maging parte kayo ng ilalim dahil ang quarterfinals nito, the format will be 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3. So you'd want to stay out of the bottom to face Statham Academy.
Yes, and we're, again, kakasabi mo lang, this is a Group A matchup. And the top 4 will move on to the quarterfinals. And that's the same for Group B. So, you know, these teams must-win situation talaga dito. It's a short tournament. And let's now take a look first at the MisOr Mustangs. And that's Val Acuña on your screens, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, Nico. So Val Acuña is one of the key contributors for the MisOr Mustangs, along with Eugene Toba. But first, let's discuss some of their games. first game versus Tatum Academy, sariwang-sariwa coming off a championship itong MisOr Mustangs, pero ang bumunga sa kanila sa Asiabasket. One of the top teams kagad, at least on paper, Tatum Academy. They lost by 117 to 96 versus Tatum, but they were able to bounce back yesterday against Makati Circus Music Festival to a tune of 102 to 94. And key players, as we mentioned, Eugene Toba averaging a double-double this tournament with 13-14. Val Acuña, 16 points per game, and shooting a very high clip from the three-point area.
Yeah, and those are two key guys that we will be monitoring for this matchup. So, especially si Val Acuña was a favorite of mine back in the day in the UAP days. But Eugene Toba as well, a double-double machine. He will be one of the rocks when it comes to securing a victory if they manage to do it against the Pilipinas Aguilas. Let's now move on to the side of the Pilipinas Aguilas. We're currently 0-1 and searching for that first dub.
Yes, Nico. So, first game day, Pilipinas Aguilas went against the Makati Circus Music Festival. Medyo unfortunate lang for them because they lost 93 to 79. Probably the first game jitters, as we've mentioned. And they're looking right now to have a bounce-back ball game against this dangerous team of MisOr Mustangs, who we're seeing right now. As we see, a key player of the game last time was Val Acuña. Again, shooting at a very high clip from the three-point area.
Yeah, and Val Acuña is 37-year-old. He's like an ageless wonder as well. Yun yung mga terms natin na dapat alahan natin na, oo nga pala, Val Acuña has been playing basketball for a long, long time already. Especially UAP days, as sinasabi ko, that was back in 2009 up against Ateneo, I think in the finals. But moving on to now, officially to the side of the Pilipinas Aguilas, and the team is currently 0-1. Natalo sila sa Makati Circus Music Festival with a score of 93 to 79. This could be the game they could bounce back, hopefully.
And they're looking at Nem De La Cruz again to lead the team in scoring. One of the positive areas during their first game, Nem had 17 points, shooting 4 of 7 from the three-point area. And he was backed by Mustafa Arafat with a double-double, 14 points and 11 rebounds. Although they're also looking at Prince Esset to contribute in this ball game. Medyo nabigla lang sila talaga nung unang game versus Makati. But again, very dangerous team itong Pilipinas Aguilas, who was the third placer in one of our tournaments just recently. So this is a very dangerous team MisOr will be facing.
Si Mustafa Arafat, another UE legend in my eyes. He averages, well, in their first game, he had a 14 and 11 double-double. And matagal ko na ito nakikita. It's always been like this. Not only is Mustafa Arafat a inside the paint player, he can also stroke it from deep if needed.
And can also provide the dishing and can be the center of attention to initiate the offense for the Aguilas.
Let's now turn this over to the game announcer for the starting lineups.
And now let's meet the starters for both teams. First, for your MisOr Mustangs, number 3, Eugene Toba. At forward, number 21, Val Acuña. At forward, number 29, Les Coulibaly. At guard, number 61, Axel Doromal. And at other guard, number 71, Deo Lucero. The head coach of MisOr Mustang is Coach J.R. Kawaling. And now the starting unit of your Pilipinas Aguilas. Starting at point guard, number 2, Alec Elorde. At center, number 15, Prince Eze. At small forward, number 24, Gabe Capasso. At shooting guard, number 55, Adrian Partosa. And at power forward, number 35, Mustafa Arafat. This is the 2023 CORSA Towers Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. Sulong na, sulong pa, lungsod ng Dasmariñas.
All right, once again, we are live inside the Dasmariñas Arena. The tip-off of the game is brought to you by CORSA. Motorcycle tires dominate the streets. And ayan na nga po, simula ng laban between Pilipinas Aguilas up against the MisOr Mustangs. 0-1 for Pilipinas Aguilas, 1-1 for MisOr Mustangs. And Gio, anything that you want to share with our viewers here with regards to the keys of the game or something, your notes for both teams that they want to secure this victory?
Yun na nga, Nico, no? Nabanggit natin kanina yung key players for MisOr Mustangs. But we failed to mention pa ang key additions pa dito. Last Coulibaly, who did not play for MisOr Mustangs during the first game, made his debut last game versus the Makati Circus. And he was very dominant in his debut. And add pa natin dyan, Axel Doromal, who played sparring minutes during the first game, contributed with 20-plus points during their win recently. And ito, abangan natin isa pa, who made the record for the most assist or tied for most assist, Deo Lucero. Abangan natin kung paano pipigilan ng mga kagaya ni Nico Elorde. Itong Showtime Deo Lucero. Will set up his teammates. May he be gunning for another assist record? We'll see.
Why not? Alam mo tayo mga floor generals, I always have a affinity for those kind of players who constantly needs to want to get their teams involved, their players involved. And I see there, an end-one bucket para sa Pilipinas Aguilas is a great start for them. Ito yung mga kailangan nila gawin, especially a team na on paper is, you could say they're better than them.
And in their first game, Nico, if para sa mga viewers nating hindi naabutan, against the Makati Circus Music Festival, yung Pilipinas Aguilas medyo na-neutralize yung big man advantage nila.
Okay.
They were running the whole game, hindi sila makapag-set up ng halftime sets nila due to the full court pressure ng Makati Music Festival. Na makikita natin sila later, second game by the way. And ito, mukhang this is the chance for Prince SA and Mustafa Arafat to establish their dominance inside the paint.
We see there Val Acuna, for me the ageless wonder, the fountain of youth, stroking it from deep. Cuts the lead down to 1, 6-5 is their score, 8 minutes and 15 remaining. Trying to counter here with a shot from downtown as well, but no good there. And I just like to build on what you said regarding kay Las Coulibaly. He played for the University of Visayas Green Lancers back in 2019.
So it's really not it's not a foreign game for him playing in the Philippines. So meron na siyang advantage kagad dito.
Yeah, definitely. While si Eugene Toba naman, alam naman natin, kaya niya gawin. He played incredibly well for Stadam rather. Former San Beda player back in 2018. And I would like to see more of his rim-rattling dunks na alam ko nandyan pa. It's still there. It's a high flyer by all means.
Yeah, for sure. And to add, Eugene Toba in this tournament has been the type of finesse player that you'll see in the low blocks. But yun sabi mo nga, nakakabang dyan ang mga highlight plays na sigurado.
Yeah, definitely. See there, Axel Dormal moving to the Emilio Aguinaldo College in the NCAA for a one-and-done season. And if for those viewers who are not familiar with Axel Doromal, that's a point guard that is an offensive-centric one. Such a luxury to have that kind of point guard, your court general, who is very much willing to trade for others, but whenever his number is called, he can produce anytime. Gio, I just want to ask, like, from your perspective, why do some players, diba? It's been a while. You've been playing for Arellano already, and then you decide to move. What is usually, for you, a main factor for a player na kala mo, ang tagal-tagal na niya sa Arellano, might as well graduate there. But biglang lilipat ng school. Ano sa tingin mo yung magiging main factors rather? Well, usually, if you're a relatively young player, you'd want to showcase your skills. Sometimes, some are fortunate that you'll end up in a system that will cater to your skill set. But some players really just needs to be let go and do a freestyle and let themselves be the system. That is the move of the game, brought to you by CORSA. Motorcycle tires dominate the streets. Sweet spin move, and no one dared to contest. And that is by none other than Mustafa Arapat. Again, dito sa Asia Basket, we are allowed 2 world imports. That's why the competition is just gonna keep increasing as we get to have more of these tournaments.
As you mentioned, Nico, no, 2 world imports, the skill set, the level of competition is high. And considering this is a pocket tournament, maiksi lang talaga siya. So, no letting up, walang petics mode dito sa mga teams. Lahat talaga bakbakan agad.
See there, Capascio with a fake out to the right side, but attempting a 3. See him here getting double teamed in the mid-range. Arafat, sweet passing for the Pilipinas Aguilas. Capascio! There you go! Gives Aguilas a 2-point lead here early in the first.
That was a nifty drive by Capascio. And you can see, Nico, no, both teams parang nagsosona sila. So ngayon,
Ano yun?
zone defense.
Nagsa-zone?
Zone
Okay,
defense.
okay.
So it's a recurring theme right now na napapansin namin sa mga naglalaro sa torneyong ito.
And we see there Val Acuña for his 5th point of this game. Actually, mid-range din, no, Gio? It's not just, modern basketball right now is you either score inside the paint or shoot from 3. You see there, Capascio with 11 points right now.
Right
He's
on
on fire. I
He
don't
is.
think he scored this much in the last game. Ayan nga, yung defense na sinasabi nga natin, it's more, I think they're daring Misamis Oriental to shoot, but when you have Axel Doromal and Val Acuña on the floor, not sure if that's the right strategy, but let's see.
And meron ka pa, Nico, meron ka pang Tay Tudor sa bench.
Oo nga pala, Tay Chudoro, another sharpshooter. Actually, the teams right now are built for shooting, right?
For shooting.
Modern day basketball. Para nagkakapaan pa dito yung mga ating dalawang komponan eh, no? And we see here on the line, getting fouled is Eugene Toba. Misses the first free throw. And we can see here once again, the 3-point shot of the game is brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. No one dared to contest, made them pay after the shot from downtown.
You were mentioning kanina, Nico, no, the art of the mid-range.
Yeah.
So, lahat sila talaga effective outside and inside. Eh. Pero Val Acuña is one of those, we can say, rare breed of players na who can light it up from mid-range, from the outside, and even slash to the basket.
You see there the import-to-import connection. Arafat to Eze. Prince Eze, NCAA MVP back in 2018 with perpetual, a double-double machine back in the day, and even now. You see here the Jabber drive of the game. It's brought to you by Jabber Motorcom. Make rides more fun. Eze right there. Parang tuwa siya na pumasok yung first free throw. Mas talaga na minsan nararamdaman mo sa pagbitaw pa lang kung pasok o hindi, di ba?
Yes, sir. Swish ka agad. Eh. Just like the second one. And having a very light banter.
Yeah. Once again, for everybody, our official partner for today is, of course, the Tires. They're the official partner of the 2023 Asia Basketball Championship in Dasmariñas. And 2023 CORSA Tires Asia Basketball Championship in Dasmariñas is being shown on YouTube, on Facebook, on Tap Sports, and of course on Blast TV app. So you can find us in a lot of sources to watch your basketball. So we have 3 more games right after this. So once again, mga sinabi ko, you can always find us there. And don't forget to subscribe to our social media as well, our Instagram. That's where we share the best highlights per game.
In case you missed out on the live action, mababalikan nyo pa rin sila sa ating official pages.
Gabe Capascio is, I would say, possessed right now by Kobe Bryant. Those are some Kobe type of shots.
Fading away, challenged, still making the bucket.
Fade away na contested pa, Gio. And if I'm the Pilipinas Aguilas, I would try to, see how can I, would you say exploit is the right word, but try to take advantage of the hot hands of Gabe Capascio. Arafat, the bump, and the easy lane. Not much contester on the white shirts. That's why the Pilipinas Aguilas right now are up by 8. They had to call a timeout after that basket with 3 minutes and 52 remaining.
From the north to the south, Pilipinas Aguilas Nem de la Cruz is playing through his injury in today's game. Sa kabila ng 4 stitches wound on his forehead, lalaban raw ang Pangasinan native dahil hindi handa ang Aguilas na maaga lumabas sa Asiabasket. We'll see how that plays out, Nico and Coach Gio.
Thanks for that, Kate. And tama nga naman, yung Pilipinas Aguilas have a I would say they are one of the pioneer teams here in the Asiabasket, right?
In this tournament, yes, sir.
You see here, Martin Daes finally checking in. Actually, parang platoon substitution din no? Except with the si Prince Edson na naiwan. Mustafa Arafat takes a seat.
And exacto, Nico, no, as Kate was reporting, Nem de la Cruz is also on the floor for the Pilipinas Aguilas.
See there, a block. Oh, but it's a foul called on Eze. Going back to what you said about Nem de la Cruz, ano mo talaga yung Mavs basketball? They have produced quite a number of players from their, would you say the program more of their group?
The program is effective, I'd say, considering there are a lot of players playing in different leagues right now, in all levels of basketball. And congratulations to the program, no? Coach Maverick Bautista for producing these players.
Well naman dito sa CORSA tires ng Asiabasket Dasmariñas, I love how it gives these independent teams to showcase these type of players and give us those fantasy teams with rather na, okay, sino magiging partner ni na Axel Doromal considering that we associate them with their schools, right? So in this kind of setting, makita mo na how Doromal plays with Chodoro, with Coulibaly, Valacuña. It's a mix of both old and new.
Plus, their world imports pa kung paano mag-mesh together with the locals.
Grabe yun. Bitaw lang agad ni Nem de la Cruz automatically. It's all nylon right there. 22-13, 9-point lead for the Aguilas. And this is what they want. This is how they want to start off the game. It's a matter of, can they keep it? Can they be consistent?
Strong start for the Aguilas indeed. Siguro may wake-up call sila from Coach Paulo Layo, considering medyo flat sila ng first game, pero ngayon, guns are blazing for the Pilipinas Aguilas.
Would you say, I mean, just take a look at that. CORSA tires move the game. Brought to you by CORSA motorcycle tires dominate the streets. As Gabe Capascio right there. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina na Kobe-like.
Kobe, yes sir. Kobe-esque fade away.
Very Kobe-esque considering of the difficulty. May hulog pa talaga.
The Mustangs might want to reconsider their defense dahil meron silang sa kabila, I'm referring to Pilipinas Aguilas, they have Capascio, they have Nem de la Cruz sniping from the outside, they have Daes, they have Darwish Bederi on the floor right now, a stretch big as well. So this might come back and backfire. We'll see.
There you go, almost. And Daifi Barusta, you can tap the ball out of the ring.
Top of the rim, yes sir.
Although, medyo butas yung depensa sa loob. And if that keeps on happening, baka mawala bigla yung lead ng Aguilas considering that's 2 straight possessions that they're not able to defend the paint pretty well. Bederi getting blocked right there. Great defense on the white shirts.
Bederi has been fairly aggressive. Just coming into this ball game, diretso 2 attempts kaagad.
You know, si Darwish, nakita ko yan in past tournaments. Usually, sa tres yan, sa perimeter. But here you can see he's trying to mix it up. He's been inside the pin for the past 2. And we can look here, the dunk of the game brought to you by Banmi Kitchen. By none other than Las Coulibaly, uncontested. And he says, I'll take advantage of this. No one's right here.
We were talking about Eugene Toba kanina, providing the highlights. Well, his partner went ahead. Probably first of many dunks for Las Coulibaly.
Jetro Sombrero. Right now on the line. A 2 for 2. Cuts the lead of the Aguilas to 4. Once again, we're live in the Dasmariñas Arena in Cavite. I know this is free admission, Gio. So for those who want to spend their Sunday afternoons here, you are more than welcome. Malamig. There's a lot of space. I think one of the better venues in the Philippines right now, if you ask me.
Especially family day. You want to relax here with the whole family, just watch quality ball games. Come over to Dasmariñas Arena.
You see there, Martin Daes finding an open Nem de la Cruz all nylon with that three.
We were just talking about quality basketball. There's a quality player right there, Nem de la Cruz.
I don't remember which player Nem de la Cruz reminds me of. He has a unorthodox jump shot. And parang feel ko na sa NBA yung inisip kong player. But let's take a look here once again. The decathlon defensive play of the game. Ganda ng timely block. Missing the arm and just all ball.
Going back, Nico, no, to Nem de la Cruz, I'm seeing some comments online that his game or his form reminds them of James Yap.
Yes, there you go. James
Yap.
Yap. The man with a million moves.
Man with a million moves.
Sakto si Nem de la Cruz dahil nasa ganitong liga pa siya. Baka man with a 1,000 moves
1,000 pa lang.
He's still building onto his bag. But seeing his, you know, the kind of work that he does for his game, who knows? He could have a million moves by the time his career is over. We can see there that the ball is going back to the Aguilas after a battle of the boards between Coulibaly and Daes. You see that Coulibaly's head and shoulders taller than Daes. Daes was just really happy to get the ball possession for his team.
Yeah, it was a smart play for Daes, no? Just boxing out Coulibaly. Very lanky player. Every time he challenges shots nga, kita mo parang makakabot niya kahit nasa taas na ng rim.
It's Ralph Balikig. He is a CSB. He's in the CSB program right now. I have seen what he can do, and shooting is definitely one of them, especially from deep. Itong CSB program, no, grabe yung na-build nila. But again, that's a nice pass to inside the paint. And would you say it's concerning that the Aguilas are giving the Mustangs, they're able to camp inside the paint?
It is, especially wala kang Eugene Toba, wala kang Las Coulibaly. So hope to we have not a disadvantage. You don't have a disadvantage anymore down the paint. So again, Nico, another offensive rebound for the Mustangs, but they were able to stop that, fortunately, for the Aguilas.
Well, itong Aguilas, habang nag-uusap tayo, tag-tres ulit. They already have 5 3-pointers after that last shot. Nem de la Cruz once again lets it fly. No good. Although the Aguilas went back on defense and able to defend that last shot. But at the end of the first quarter, the Aguilas, with their sweet shooting from deep, are out 31 to 21 at the end of the first quarter. We would like to invite everyone to our concert on November 12 on Sunday here inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Cavite with Nobita, Mayonnaise, and of course, Al James. Tickets available from Ticket Melon via link or QR code. And pwede naman kayo mag-walk-in on the day itself. Pero kung ako sa inyo, I'd rather buy it early para hindi naman mamumblema pagdating ko dito. Just buy tickets sa venue, pwede rin. Gates open at 3 p.m. but I would recommend you guys buy it online so that you would have no problems when you get to the venue to watch the concert. Once again, November 12 on Sunday. We resume the second quarter between the Pilipinas Aguilas up against the MisOr Mustangs. And Gio, anything that you want to say to the viewers with regards to what you have seen from the first quarter?
As you mentioned earlier, at the end of the first quarter pa lang, no? It was raining 3-pointers for the Aguilas, 13 attempts and made 5. And fortunately for the Mustangs, hindi sila masyado naiiwan due to their crashing the boards, running the break. And they're facing a not so big lead right now with 10, but they need to get themselves back on track para makahabol dito sa Aguilas.
You know what's crazy here? I saw, or we see in our stats right now, 12 assists for Pilipinas Aguilas on the 12 made field
shots.
goals. Every field goal is assisted.
Also for the Mustangs, they also sharing the ball at 8 assists, pero yun nga, mas lumilipad ang bola para dito sa Aguilas.
Grabe, no, G, considering that. We would say that's rare, right? Most of the, in times na minsan, kailangan mo talaga magsulo. But here, every basket has been assisted.
For the first quarter, Nico. First quarter pa lang.
I'm not saying that they are on pace for 48, but they are on pace for 48 assists. But, you know, we gotta temper our expectations with regards to that. It looks like an outlier. Our official partner, CORSA Tires, is the official partner of the 2023 Asia Basketball Championship in Dasmariñas. It's being shown right now on YouTube, on Facebook, Tap Sports, and of course, Blast TV app. You can find us in a lot of avenues. You're traveling, you're at home. Make sure to watch some intense basketball for the 2023 CORSA Tires Asia Basket Championship.
Wala na kayong excuse to miss out on the best basketball right now.
And we can see here that Darwish Bederi to take the technical free throw. Did you get Gio on why he's taking the technical free throw?
Checking right now some of the officials.
Yeah, maybe we can get some clarity later on the I'm not sure on sportsman-like ba yun or if it's technical.
See the replay right now. There was a bit of a push.
Okay, so that's the one. So, this mga FIBA rules yun, nakita natin no FIBA World Cup when it's not a play for the ball.
Not for the ball.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's why the Aguilas will definitely take advantage. And their best free throw shooter is their big man, Darwish Bederi.
And it's something, no, Nico, that Darwish needs to get his groove back. First game, medyo maalat. His shot's not falling, but right now, aggressive to the basket as we've seen. And ito, all the shooters need to see lang is their shots falling. And from the free throw could be the start that Darwish needs. As we see that three-pointer from the Mustangs.
Yeah, see, that is, I think, Nicky Monteclaro from deep. Balikig finds Carlos Sumabat. Short on the shot from downtown. Had to reload downstairs, and the referees give it back to the white shirts.
We're seeing an all-Filipino lineup for both teams right now, Nico. No, walang advantage. Just as I say that, babalik na si Las Coulibaly.
Babalik na si Las Coulibaly.
Medyo maraming offensive rebounds ang nakukuha ng, well, both teams not converting. But right now, both coaches would want to secure those boards. So they're fielding both their world imports.
The three-point shot of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. Nicky Monteclaro, sidestep shot from downtown to cut the lead to 9.
Nicky Monteclaro, Nico, was one of the bright spots during MisOr's unfortunate loss to Statham Academy. He was very productive off the bench, and hopefully last game medyo maalat lang, although there was a Lucero show. And it seems he got his rest now, and he's looking to contribute for hopefully another win for the Mustangs.
And you can see there that Carlos Sumabat was wide open, but he chose to drive it. I mean, you can see, nakita ko si Coach Pao na parang sinasabi niya, parang shoot, tira mo na. I've seen Carlos Sumabat make those three-pointers when he was with CSB. He covered his games back in the summer, and I know he can shoot that.
A bit selfish lang siguro, but next possession, he should be taking those shots.
That's a 7-2 run here in the second quarter, which prompts the Aguilas to call a timeout. Back here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. And Gio, you know, when I saw that, yung Mayonnaise talaga, for me, they were a band that I listened to a lot during the pandemic because they were covering a lot of songs that they don't usually play. Yun yung point nga ng covers. Parang mas nagustuhan ko pa sila after that. That speaks about the talent of these musicians and how versatile they are.
Very creative. And as you mentioned nga, we've seen in the screen kanina, Nico, no? The diversity in the talents sa concert na ipapalabas. It should be, it's a must-watch, I'd say. And yun nga, sabi mo kanina, if you can book your seats online para sigurado kayo sa makukuha yung pwesto, we highly suggest and recommend that you go now, scan the QR, and get those tickets for the concerts on the November 12th.
Yeah, and they're really affordable. Kita mo may 800, 600, 400. Go to Ticket Melon and try to get your seats as early as you can para pagdating nyo sa venue, wala na kayong iisipin.
Just enjoy the show, no?
Definitely. Enjoy the show. Iisipin mo na lang dito, okay, anong pagkain dadalhin ko. Try to invite your friends. The venue's amazing. It's perfect for concerts and the basketball tournament as well.
Ayun pa pala, yes, Nico. So, ayun nga, sorry. Meron tayo nga pala mga kiosk and food carts outside.
Yes.
So, punta na lang kayo dito. Hindi kayo magugutom. Mag-enjoy pa kayo sa basketball.
You can see there that Prince Eze getting fouled as he heads to the line for 2 free throws. Eze only has 2 points and 2 rebounds. Kind of a slow start for him.
Coming from the free throw, coming from being aggressive on the glass, and he has a different demeanor right now. He's always smiling whenever he's going to the free throw line. So probably he's not really looking forward shooting these shots. And I hope it's not a
the commentator's jinx. I would have to blame you right there, Gio. I was quiet the entire time. But I think the second shot is good. Sinusukat lang ni Prince.
Sinukat lang.
34-28 still, a 6-point lead for the Aguilas. And you can see there the fountain of youth, Val Acuña. I hope Val Acuña doesn't get mad at us for mentioning his age a while ago, 37 years of age. Although I could say that he still looks like a college student if you ask me. This is what he looked like back when he was with UE.
Nothing changed. His age, his looks, most importantly, his game.
You see there, Eugene Toba, mid-range jumper from the free throw line. Swish right there. Capascio up against Acuña. He's asking for the pick. Capascio pulls up for the mid-range. Sayang, in and out.
In and out. Would have been his, already has 13 points.
Yeah, siya leading scorer for both teams. Arafat with the board. The 2 world imports for both teams are on the floor right now. Eze. Ooh, I think he wasn't able to time that shot.
Masyadong malalim. And Mr. Showtime right now.
Ooh, I think matatawagan at traveling doon si Coulibaly. That short, what do you call this? Yung ano niya, he wasn't sure of what to do, which cost his team a turnover.
Bit hesitant on that play. And we've seen Mr. 16 assist right now on the floor. Deo Lucero, Nico last game. Puro ganun. Doon naipon yung assist niya. Running the break, setting up his teammates. You have your 2 world imports flying on the wings with you. Napakadali talagang target for Deo Lucero. And something na kailangang pigilan ng Pilipinas Aguilas.
You see there, Capascio with the hesitation to shoot the shot, therefore getting blocked by Acuña. See here, Adrian Partosa checking in for the Aguilas. And Partosa was part of De La Salle University, Team B. And a player that loves to stroke it from deep as well. Back with La Salle in 2014, so it's been a while. But he's ahead of his time back then. Coulibaly, no one there to contest. The 2 defenders don't know what to do to stop that dunk.
Second dunk of the ball game for last Coulibaly.
Coulibaly now with 8 points and 3 rebounds, hoping to build up that momentum. They're blitzing Capascio. Capascio had to let it go. A bit of a helter-skelter basketball right there. The drive, Partosa on a mid-range. Oh, off for the pass. He could have shot that, right, Gio? Woo! And that is Axel Doromal.
Another touchdown play for the MisOr Mustangs. And as you've mentioned nga, Inab, medyo nakakailang din talaga yung length ng defenders ng MisOr.
Now 34 all here. Partosa has the basketball. Bit of a scuffle there between Lucero and Elorde.
Talking about Lucero right now, Nico, he already has 5 assists.
Di mo na mamalayan eh, no?
Di mo na mamalayan.
It just happens. But, oh, may 5 assists na pala si Deo Lucero. Deo Lucero, former Perpetual Health player. I think he looks up to Dennis Schroeder.
Oh.
And actually, Dennis Schroeder has grown leaps and bounds. So from just being known as a scorer back in Atlanta, he's now a do-it-all guard as well. Especially yung ginawa niya for Germany, no? Sa World Cup, team champions because of Dennis Schroeder. Lucero. Over the head pass to the left side. And Capascio secures the basketball. Here comes the Aguilas. Their once huge lead has now been trimmed to 2. Capascio trying to breaking down his defender. Bit of a wild pass to Eze, which results to a turnover. Acuna, no one there to contest. Pulling up for deep. There you go.
That was a classic veteran, like a misdirection play, just pointing somewhere, expecting a pass, then pulling up himself, Val Acuna.
Val Acuna already having 8 points in this ball game. Oof. Ganda recognition ni Lucero to just stop the basketball. Let me turn you over to Kate Reyes for her report. Go ahead, Kate.
From down by 10 points to stealing the lead. Positibo ang MisOr Mustangs na kaya nilang humabol during the timeout. Ang bilin ni head coach JR Kawaling just rely on the outside shooting dahil confident sila dito. Both individual game and collective, reliable daw ang Mustangs. Back to you, Coach Gio and Nico.
Thanks for that, Kate. And tama nga, I mean, they relied, actually, they only made 2 3-pointers. But it's a matter, ang nangyari dito, more of, it's a mix, no? They tried to attack the paint, they were successful, and more of rather confusing the Aguilas with regards to where will they attack us next.
The Mustangs are mixing it up. No, hindi sila naging predictable, just shooting from the outside. They're passing the ball, they're running half-court sets, they were setting up their teammates. That's why they were able to regain this lead.
See there, Arafat getting blocked by Eugene Toba. Lucero, he's just fancy with the basketball. You see how comfortable he's handling the rock, a drop pass. But Prince Eze was right there. Here comes Balikig, passing it to De La Cruz, but De La Cruz losing control of the rock, which leads to a turnover.
But it would have been a chase down block. Could have been a chase down block for Las Coulibaly.
But Nem De La Cruz can be crafty with it. You would think that he's gonna score from the left side, but he can just do an up and under and able to score from there.
Just choose one from his 1,000 moves, Nico.
1,000 moves for a man with 1,000 moves. It's a out of bounds play. Should go back to the white shirts. Val Acuña's 8 points. Las Coulibaly with 8 as well. Sombrero has 7. While for the Pilipinas Aguilas, 13 for Gabe Capascio. All in the first quarter, from what I believe, Gio. 9 for De La Cruz and 6 for Mustafa Arafat. Top 3 scores for each.
The Mustangs have put the clamps on Capascio during the second quarter. Nakita nila mainit yung, sabi mo nga, possessed.
Yeah, he was possessed, Capascio, the first quarter. Although there, that Axel Doromal was holding on to his foot.
Ooh, not a good sign.
But it is a good sign to see him on the free throw line.
Hopefully nothing serious, Nico.
First shot is good, and I mean, it's Axel Doromal, Gio. There's not much to be, you know, to be nervous of whenever he's at the line. And this dunk of the game is brought to you by Ban Mi Kitchen. Papa, sarap talaga kain to. Pag, if I even have a chance to dunk like that. I the Banh Mi Kitchen, one of the best sandwiches that I always resort to whenever I'm hungry for a snack. Masarap rin ng mga ano nila, mga iced tea, their Vietnamese coffee, and always a go-to for me. But another go-to for the Pilipinas Aguilas is De La Cruz with another shot from downtown.
Nem De La Cruz, probably he's already his third three-pointer of the ballgame.
Nem De La Cruz, no problem letting it fly. And it's also the confidence of the coaches that they have instilled in him that feel free to let it fly, especially pag ganito ka kainit, go lang.
Napakadali maglaro para sa mga shooters kapag may kumpiyansa yung coaches mo. To trust you with the shots like this one from Eugene Toba, fadeaway three-pointer.
Velasquez right there, bagong pasok lang. Immediately getting the foul on, I believe it is Mustafa Arafat who tried to contest a jump shot, or rather, the layup. Si Nem De La Cruz is 3 for 4. All of those from the three-point line.
Three-point area. Definitely a dead eye.
See here as the sweet assist of the game brought to you by Fiber Blaze. Nothing beats local. Mga fast break opportunities talaga, Gio, could definitely turn the tide of the game, no?
Especially when you have world imports manning the paint. You'd want to look to any advantage, and that's just running the break and getting easy buckets.
I love how Nem De La Cruz has no regards to just letting it fly. And dapat matakot ka rin, he's shooting like 60% of his shots, 3 for 5 after that miss. And parang ang hirap i-block ng tira niya considering mataas yung release point niya.
Mataas yung release point, mataas tumalon, and it's a bit unorthodox na nanggagaling pa sa likod ng ulo niya yung tira.
Axel Doromal. Pass it to the top of the key, although that shot from downtown is way off. Mustafa Arafat not caring if there are two white shirts over there. Arafat with an N1 bucket. 41-39. He gives his team the lead after that fast break solo opportunity for him.
So Kevin Velasquez on his way, kita niya yung advantage. Just went up there, nothing fancy. Stoked the layup, now rewarded a free throw.
And the drive of the game is brought to you by Jabber Motorcom. Make rides more fun. It's definitely more fun whenever we get to see those type of plays here in the CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. A minute and 11 remaining here in the second quarter. In what looked like a game for the Aguilas, they have lost that lead and now they're only up by 2. But Ralph Balikig has other plans. Puts it back to 4, 43-39. Si Ralph Balikig. I think this is a second opportunity na walang no one was right there to contest his shots.
Everyone was too focused on the outside shooting. Sabi ni Ralph, akin na lang to.
So Eugene Toba there was too wide open. Sabi niya, walang bantay. Nahirapan ako tuloy. But kidding aside, Eugene Toba, great world import. The Ralph Balikig right there. Thought he had the defenders on him. Tried to dump it to Prince Eze. Great recognition by Las Coulibaly.
Right now, Nico, no? They're putting in shooters. Could be the last shot for the Aguilas if they're not gunning for a 2-4-1.
James Labarda and Darwish Bederi back in. All of these guys on the floor right now can shoot. All 5, the Pilipinas Aguilas. What I love about Ralph Balikig, he doesn't care if the opponent is a foot taller than him, because he's been doing that in the collegiate ranks. Bederi from downtown, all nylon. Darwish Bederi finally. That must been like comforting for him that his shot, he can finally see his shots from downtown going in. Swing the ball around with 3 seconds to go. Val Acuña getting fouled, and if you're CORSA, if you're the Aguilas, sayang. 2 seconds remaining. And even Martin Diaz cannot believe it.
Bit of a dipsy-do for Val Acuña. Pasabit tuloy. Si Martin Diaz.
You see there, the defensive player of the game brought to you by Decathlon. And Decathlon has a lot of sports equipment. That's where I get my equipment. Maghahanap ako ng mga gamit for back in the day, I play football as well. Pupunta akong Decathlon. Any sport, that's the place to go to. Favorite branch ko yung sa yung sa may Chendesitas. Do you remember that one? May branch Decathlon dun eh. It's really huge and may basketball court pa nga sila dun sa tabi. Anyway, at the end of the first half, 45 for the Pilipinas Aguilas, 40 for the Misamis Oriental Mustangs. We'll see you guys in the halftime break.
Welcome back to the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championships. I am Kay Reyes reporting from the sidelines. I have here Nem de la Cruz with 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists on the first half. Nem, you know, and hindi lang yun ang meron siya. Meron siyang 4 stitches ngayon sa kanyang forehead. Nem, what made you play?
Siyempre, mahal ko yung basketball eh. Kaya kahit ganito yung nangyari sa akin yung first game, so lalaro pa rin ako basta kaya pang makatulong sa team. Yun lang.
Ito James, 2 games pa lang sa Asiabasket and we're hearing James Yap comparisons.
Siyempre kahit sino naman makarinig doon, sobrang lalo akong natutuwa doon. So, ayun, idol yun eh. Kuya James Yap. So, ayun.
Thank you so much, Nem. Back to you, Coach Gio and Nico.
Thank you so much for that, Kate. And grabe talaga yung, even though you're playing with stitches, you know, that's really uncomfortable to play with.
It's really bothering your vision, especially if you're a shooter, medyo mahirap pa sumipat sa mga tira.
Pero parang may blinders ka kumbaga. Once again, the score at the end of the first half was 45-40. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here between the Pilipinas Aguilas up against MisOr Mustangs.
We're looking right now, it's a mix of shooting and driving to the lane. Hindi mo naman masasabing walang defense eh, pero it was a really good half for both teams. Having sharing the ball as we see here for that open jam for Las Coulibaly. Ito, drive for Darwish pero na-block. Pero yun nga, maganda ang pasahan during the first half. The ball was flying for free shots from the three-point era. And ito nga, touchdown passes for fast break attempts.
And iba talaga, going back to Nem de la Cruz again, hindi ko lang na-realize, ang bilis pala ng release niya na yun, no? Hindi siya matagal eh. It's more when it's up in the air, flick na agad eh.
Iba yung pitik ng tira ni Nem de la Cruz. Mahirap sabayan. Dahil yun na nga, mataas din siya tumalon and iba yung release point and mabilis din siya talaga tumira.
You see there. Let's take a look at the halftime stats for both teams right now.
And Nico, we're looking at MisOr Mustangs Pilipinas Aguilas bench points discrepancy 21 for the Aguilas. This is led by Nem de la Cruz with 12 points. The assist medyo nagkakalapit pero yun nga yung mga pasa ng Aguilas nagli-lead to more 3-point opportunities. We can see more attempts for the Aguilas from 3 and a free throw discrepancy, although there's a difference of 6 points lang made pero ang dami na kagad free throws sa MisOr Mustangs and they hope to look to take advantage of their size inside and probably feed more Arafat and Prince Ese.
Alam mo yung free throws na yun, 18 free throws for MisOr Mustangs. And that's a result of the Aguilas unable to defend the paint. They have no choice but to foul. Anyway, we'll talk more of that later. Let's take a look at the game leaders, led by Gabe Capascio right here.
Gabe Capascio, Nico, first quarter pala nag-iinit. Sabi mo nga possess parang 11 points, 13 points first quarter.
13 all in the first.
13 all in the first. And Prince Ese, dominant inside, corralling all the boards with 7 rebounds. Lucero, 7 assists. We're not surprised he was able, by the way, to record the tournament record.
Yes,
Most assists.
Asiabasket
Asiabasket,
high.
16 but 7 leading right now. And Val Acuña with 1 block. You don't usually see Val Acuña in defensive defensive metrics department. Pero yeah, Val Acuña leading the game right now with 1 block.
Yeah, and with that one, Gio, anything that the Mustangs can do in the second half in order to catch up and maybe surprise the Aguilas with a victory. Later we'll talk more about that. Let's now, once again, I'm inviting everyone to our concert on November 12 on Sunday here inside the Dasmariñas Arena with Nobita, Mayonnaise, and of course our headliner Al James. Tickets available from Ticket Melon via link or QR code. And pwede kayo mag-walk-in on the day itself. Pero kung ako sa inyo, bumili na ako na maaga para hindi na ako problema pagdating ko dito sa venue. Just buy tickets again. And actually, yung concert tickets, included na yan sa finals tickets nyo on November 11. So if you're gonna watch the finals on November 11, that automatically gets you some concert tickets. So 2-in-1 combo, one of the best combos that we have right here. Gates open at 3 p.m. this tournament would not be possible without our official partner, CORSA Tires, for the 2023 Asiabasket Ball Championship in Dasmariñas. And you can watch us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Tap Sports, and of course on Blast TV app. Sa YouTube and Facebook, actually sa itong nga sinabi ko, live yan. Feel free to interact with the viewers. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our channels. We got a lot more basketball left for you guys today and the coming days hanggang November 11 for the finals, and then November 12, yung concert with Al James. And to open up the festivities here in the third quarter, shot by Prince Eze, giving Aguilas a 7-point lead against the Mustangs. And Gio, we have seen what happened in the first half. What are the keys for the Mustangs in order to secure this victory? While you can talk about the Aguilas right after.
Right after that, three-pointer with Val Acuña. I was about to say, Nico, no, they need to involve Val Acuña more in the offense. And it's a good start for them this half. Val Acuña hitting that three-pointer. And not just Val Acuña. They saw success from their last game against Makati when Axel Doromal was fairly active offensively. Right now, Axel Doromal only has 5 points, scored 24 the last game. So probably they hope to look for touches for Axel. And Lucero, as we mentioned, 7 assists at the moment. It's already, that's a league average, I'd say, or really above average. Pero he was doing things the last game. Probably give him the ball more and let him decide, find open teammates. And of course, hindi naman mawawala. You just have to trust your shooters. Tate Tudoro as well. Medyo kulang sila sa bench production. And when you have Coulibaly and you have Eugene Toba, just trust na kahit sumali mga tira mo from the outside, they will get those offensive boards for second chances.
While for the side of the Aguilas, ano naman yung may papayo mo sa kanila? Or rather, ano bang pwede lang gawin in order to secure their first victory in the tournament?
Well, on the contrary dito sa Aguilas, no, hindi masyadong involved si Prince Eze. Probably they would like to engage him more in the offense. Pero looking at Prince Eze right now, nasa half-court siya. Paano siya may involved? So yun, medyo kulang lang tayo sa production from our world import Prince Eze. Mustafa Arafat,
Si Arafat medyo ramdam naman natin.
Meron naman siyang 8 points ngayon, 5 rebounds. His presence is being felt from the inside. Pero yun nga, Prince Eze, if they want to have a chance here to secure the W. And aside from Nem De La Cruz, probably some other contributors from the bench as well. Darush Bederi has 4 points already. Maybe he can build on from that performance in the first half. And makakontribute pa siya offensively for the Aguilas.
Rough sequence right there for the two squads. The Aguilas end back with the basketball. Capascio on the right side gives it to Arafat. No hesitation, 3, although it's off to the right. The white shirts are running. Doromal got the ball stripped and he's walking gingerly. Let's see what happens there. And Arafat and 1. Although the point of concern here for the Misamis Oriental Mustangs is Axel Doromal right now.
It's not a good sign, Nico, especially when your player walks directly to the, hindi nga sa bench, pumunta ka agad siya sa baseline. And you just can't see Axel right now. Pero he needs to be subbed out. And for Axel Doromal, Tate Tudor has been fielded by Coach J.R. Kawaling.
Yeah, and it's a bit concerning that he's still wincing in pain. This was the same ankle a while ago, I think, that he suffered a while back. They're able to sub him out. Tate Chudoro faking out the shot from deep. Lucero, the runner, too strong, rebounded by Eze. Here comes the Aguilas. Losing control of the basketball. Partosa was right there. No one there to contest, and you don't leave H. Partosa open. Although it's a long 2. After review, 51-47, up 4 are the Aguilas. Lucero, navigating through the D, he finds Tate Chudoro, who counters with a shot from downtown as well. All nylon right there.
We were talking about this earlier, no, Nico. Lucero just creating offense for his team right now, finding Tate Chudoro for that outside three-pointer.
Although there that Prince Eze recognized that pass was just too high for Partosa to catch. Could have been an open 3, sayang. It's going back to the white shirts. The Mustangs, Lucero, Gives it back to Chudoro. Heat check for Tete. No good. Arafat secures the basketball and he gets held as he was going down. Let's take a look at the move. The game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. And definitely if you keep showing those kind of games, those kind of moves, you're gonna really dominate.
Unfortunately, Nico, no, that could, hopefully it's not the last highlight from Axel Doromal this ball game, as we see him walking gingerly towards his bench.
That's a key player for the MisOr Oriental Mustangs. And since you have a game practically every day, it's a matter of how do you manage the minutes and the health of your players. That's another challenge in itself. But once again, another shot from downtown for the Aguilas. Their 7th three-pointer in this contest. Toba is at the perimeter. He drives, kicks it out to Tete Chudoro. Short on that shot. Here comes the Aguilas. Foot race right there. And increases the lead once more. 56-50 now. At medyo nakakalayo na sila ulit. It was tight up until... Actually, hanggang simula ng third quarter. And from there, they chip in their points inch by inch.
MisOr having issues right now with the zone defense of the Aguilas.
Toba with a sweet spin move, and he gets fouled. Great body control for Eugene Toba.
It was a nice find from Deo Lucero. They were a bit, settling a bit from previous possessions, settling for long threes, but right now they found Eugene Toba for a short stab, solving to a foul.
Once again, we take a look here. The three-point shot of the game brought to you by the CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. And the Aguilas have shown us that whenever you leave them wide open for three, or rather, if you give them a clear look, it's usually, call it a bucket already.
Lista mo na, yun nga sabi nila.
Lista mo na. Nahawa ata sila kay Capasio eh, no? Siya nagsimula niyan eh. Although, a wild shot right there by Arafat. Ooh, could have been a sweet pass. Well, it was a sweet pass. Unable to finish lang. Hindi lang nakuha ni Toba. Toba had no choice but to shoot that three-pointer. Capasio spinning out. Had to pull up. Obviously bothered by the length of Eugene Toba.
Napabitaw bigla.
This is what you gotta love about our world imports. Not only are they high flyers, they increase the energy, but also defensive menaces. They don't take a break when it comes to defense.
Great to have this kind of two-way world imports. Hindi mo lang aasahan offensively. They're willing to sacrifice their bodies just to make stops.
For once again, for those asking where the venue is, this is in Dasmariñas Arena in Cavite. A lot of parking and a lot of threes from downtown, just like what you just saw from Tete Chudoro. Bread and butter niya yun. Yan talaga, that's his MO, that's his calling card. And you've seen that in his whole career. Nem de la Cruz. Nem, the fake out. Wild of a layup. Here comes Lucero. Lucero against Arafat. Lucero! Ooh!
That would have been nice. Drive to the basket.
Now, it's Lucero who's limping. Or walking gingerly. Let's see. Hopefully he's okay. All right, it looks like he's fine.
Playing possum.
Acuna. Got trapped right there, but last Coulibaly to save the day. Imagine mo yan, Gio. Leading na ang MisOr Oriental Mustangs.
I was about to say, don't look now. Pero yun na nga, hindi sila nagsisettle from the outside. And just crashing the glass, driving to the basket, leading to good opportunities, high percentage shots.
Darwish Bederi loves that spot. Kaso hindi lang talaga. That shot was not meant for him. 24 points in the paint for MisOr Oriental to just the 18 of Pilipinas Aguilas. And it was safe to say that MisOr Oriental knows that they have the advantage right there inside the paint. Toba with a stop and the layup. 3-point lead now for the Mustangs. That's a 9-0 run, unanswered.
It would have been a highlight, pero nailang siya sa depensa, sa presence ni Alec Elorde.
Elorde up against Lucero. De la Cruz with Acuna on him. Gives it to Capasio. Capascio thinks about it, drives left instead, and he gets fouled. Gabe Capascio has 13 points, but he's been quiet since then. Hopefully these free throws could change his rhythm. Let's give this first to Kate Reyes for a report. Go ahead, Kate.
Earlier, the MisOr Mustangs banked on their effective trace, which helped them cut the lead of the Aguilas this time. Eugene Toba said through the halftime na pag-usapan nila na defense should be improved to create a better protection for the already encouraging offensive side. Meanwhile, a quick update on Axel Doromal. Tapilok lang na pabalik-balik ang sakit. No timeline yet, but once better, babalik siya sa court. Back to you, Coach Gio and Nico.
Thanks for that, Kate. And at least first start with Axel. At least he's all right.
It's good news.
Yeah, good news na parang bumabalik-balik na yung pain. Papahinga lang daw. Hopefully we get to see him in this game. Or actually, he's in this game.
Oo nga, pala siya.
Hopefully we get to see more of his production. Rather, maramdaman natin ang isang Axel Doromal game. While si Eugene Toba, tama, I agree na their offensive side, nandyan na eh. Kaya nga sila, they're up 59 to 56. It's more of, can they stifle the three-point shooting of the Aguilas, who have an abundant, they have abundant of players who can shoot it from downtown, especially Nem de la Cruz, although right there, napaghandaan na siya. Last Coulibaly barging into Arafat after losing that basketball. Bederi gets fouled right there, and he gets the foul.
And as for Nico, no, for the Mustangs, it's just the shot selection. They have many capable scorers on their team, but if your shot is not falling, just pasan mo lang, hanap lang tayo ng ibang pwedeng makakontribute sa opensa.
Would you say na the Aguilas have done a good job in defending the paint better this third quarter compared to the first half?
They have forced the Mustangs to take outside shots, pero yun nga lang, when you're doing a zone defense, you're exposing the paint for offensive rebounding. Yun nga nakukuha ni Eugene Toba at ni Las Coulibaly, converting for second chance opportunities.
Darwish Bederi at the line, a 6'7" player, used to play for the UP Fighting Maroons in Diliman. And he's been in a lot of tournaments.
One of the mainstays of this Asiabasket tournament.
Fun fact, he is the last remaining member of the Pilipinas Aguilas of version 1. The first ever tournament of Asiabasket. Andun na yung Pilipinas Aguilas. The only thing constant about Pilipinas Aguilas is Darwish Bederi. And since then, they have been rotating players all throughout the iterations of this tournament. And you can see there that Nem de la Cruz was saying that naka-extend yung paa.
Could have been a bit of a kickoff for that attempt, pero them asking for probably a review there.
They're asking for a review considering that according to the Aguilas, naka-extend daw yung right leg.
Sabi nga ni Rashid Wallace, ball don't lie, pero parang sa foul, parang hindi nagsisinungaling yung bola ngayon.
At the line right now on your screens for the Misamis Oriental squad is Jetro Sombero.
Sombero making those two free throws.
The Mustangs, though, have to be careful with their fouls. They're in the penalty, while the Aguilas still have two more fouls to give. Balikig. The kick out to Darwish Bederi. Don't leave him wide open, although the shot was just too strong for Darwish. Doromal finds Toba. Toba attacks the defense of Arafat, evades the defense, and finishes with a lefty layup.
Eugene Toba fairly aggressive right now in this third quarter. Trying to drive and put his head down, getting to the rim.
De La Cruz uses the screen. Ooh. It's like gliding whenever he's on the court. Martin Dias asking for that basketball, and that's why he's asking for it. All nylon from the left corner three, Martin Dias.
When you have a threat like Nem de la Cruz, expecting him to shoot, all the while setting up Martin Dias for the three-pointer.
See here a parang hybrid zone defense because Balikig is doing man-to-man. Bederi with a closeout. De La Cruz secures the basketball. Balikig. Let's see what he does here. He drives. Although smoking that layup because of the great defense by the Mustangs.
Amongst the trees.
Oo. Parang sumabit ka sa branch eh. No? Nakahaba. Normal. Signature shot for Axel.
He seems bothered,
Yeah.
Nico.
Siyempre, pag iniisip mo yung landing mo, yung pain when you're about to go down, that plays a factor definitely. But Eugene Toba showing us that the DeMar DeRozan mid-range skills.
That's a great comparison. He has that game in his bag.
DeMar.
Ooh. Someone's on the floor.
Yeah, I think that is Nim. He got pushed right there. Although play goes on, Balikig loses control of the basketball. And this call for out of bounds. Double whammy for the Aguilas.
This could be the last shot time for the Mustangs.
4.3 seconds remaining.
Although the Aguilas still have a couple of fouls or a foul to give.
Yeah, may dalawa pa sila. Well, one more foul.
One more.
Oh. And then the next one will be penalty. But then again, 4.3 seconds lang naman. Let's see what they do here. AT Chudoro to inbound. Gives it to Axel Doromal. Doromal, wasting no time. Hoists up a Hail Mary. Almost making that shot. Grabe kung pumasok yung what could have been a momentum changer. Although, when you have scored 25 in this quarter to just the 15 of the Aguilas, it's a good way to end the third quarter. 65-60 is your score. See you guys in the fourth. Back here in the fourth quarter inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Cavite. Let's take a look here at the CORSA Tires fans of the game. And you see here, ang daming nanonood. It's free admission. It's cool inside the arena. Sobrang init sa labas is the perfect counter to if you're around the area, right, Gio?
First game pa lang, Nico, and we're expecting a lot more to come in and join us in the festivities. Mga fans natin ngayon nag-enjoy dito sa Game 1 pa lang, being treated with this ball game between MisOr Mustangs and Pilipinas Aguilas.
Ito, Gio, tanong ko sa'yo. Third quarter, 25-15, the Mustangs outscored the Aguilas. What happened there? What was the story of that quarter?
It seems like since the Mustangs just really wanted the ball there, just going after every loose balls, every second chance opportunities. They were fairly aggressive, running the breaks. And sa Aguilas, maybe they were a bit settling na din from the outside. They were, as I've mentioned in the halftime analysis, they need Prince Eze to establish himself inside. So probably just try to slow down the game. Kasi Mustangs nga, medyo, they prefer the running gun type of play, helter-skelter basketball, which they thrive in. And it's against the system of the Aguilas.
It's very true to their nature, no, Mustangs.
Mustangs.
Kick out to Nem de la Cruz, his fourth three-pointer of this game. And that's the reason why he's on the floor. Kailangan talaga ni Coach Paolo Layo yan if they want to catch back here. Although the Mustangs trying to counter, and if the defense is not on point as well, mabilis manegate yung mga tira nyo rin. 7-point lead for the Mustangs. The second half they have owned it. Let's see if the Aguilas can take flight once more. Eze.
Ooh,
I think he got hit on the elbow.
that was a bit of a bailout. I mean, if you were the Mustangs, I'd rather have Prince Eze shooting those mid-range jumpers than have him inside.
Yeah, Prince Eze, not usually known for a mid-range type of player. Let's take a look here. The CORSA Tires move of the game, dominate the streets. And what better way for Eugene Toba to dominate in the fourth quarter where they need to close out their opponents. You don't want to give the Aguilas a chance to breathe here.
During the clutch. Exactly. And dito sa kabila naman, you want Eugene Toba's counterpart, Prince Eze, to do the same as well. But ito nga, napupunta siya sa free throw but not converting.
You know, again, this time Eugene Toba showing us he's not only an inside player, he can also stroke it from deep. Another shot from downtown.
Rarely do you see Eugene Toba take those three-pointers. Pero ito nga, ginuhula tayo hitting that three-pointer.
You can see there, the Toba is on Nem de la Cruz. That's respect right there, if you ask me. Mustafa Arafat trying to take a three of his own. No good, although the ball is going back to the blue shirts. You know, going back to Prince Eze, what I love about him was that he made it a point to finish his studies back in Perpetual. He was a marketing management degree holder back in 2019. And alam mo, nung umuwi siya back home to see his mom again kasi he's based in Nigeria. Ang unang tanong ng nanay niya, pwede ko ba makita yung degree mo? More than all the trophies that you've had in the Philippines, more of, can I see your degree? And she cried when she saw that Prince finished with a marketing degree here in the Philippines. So it just goes to show that the kind of character that Prince Eze has. And having a supportive mother as well.
Putting a premium in education.
But with that, the Aguilas need to take a timeout since the Mustangs are running right through them. 75-63, still a lot of time remaining. 7 minutes and 11 seconds left. Man, this three-point shot of the game is brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. Take a look there that Eugene Toba surprising everybody in this arena, including us, that he has that in his bag.
Although he did shoot already 3 attempts and making 1, pero the most clutch three-pointer of this quarter. Nico, I just noticed right now, the MisOr Mustangs have established Eugene Toba as their go-to guy in the clutch. Ang tanong dito, for the Aguilas, sino yung tatawagin nila to get them back on this ball game and lead them to victory? Kasi ngayon, medyo parang hindi involved yung imports nila and has been a lot of handoffs between De La Cruz and Capascio, pero medyo kapaan pa rin kung sino talaga magli-lead sa kanila dito sa fourth quarter.
Well, Capascio right now losing control of the basketball, and with 6 minutes and 47 remaining, they're kind of in a weird spot right now. It's more of they really have to step up with both on offense and defense if they want to catch up. Considering that the Mustangs are both proficient inside the paint and outside.
Talking about Capascio, no, scoreless still after scoring 13 points in the first.
You see right there, much needed free throws for the Aguilas, who are struggling right now to score. They only have scored 3 points in this quarter alone.
This goes to show how much the Mustangs have been very aggressive with their perimeter defense. The Mustangs very aggressive on blitzing every screens that the Aguilas are establishing. Kaya medyo nahihirapan talaga din makaporma itong Pilipinas Aguilas.
On your screens is Alec Elorde. 6 points, 6 assists. He's been their steady floor general here on the floor, and need to see more of him to involve his teammates if they want to catch up.
As we've mentioned earlier, they're looking to have that lead guy. Probably it has to be Alec Elorde for the Aguilas. Set up his teammates and find the offense for them.
Partosa. See here, the Mustangs moving the basketball. They opt for the three-pointer. Could have been a backbreaker if it went in. It goes back to the Aguilas after the shot from downtown. Ralph Balikig, the main point man right now on the floor, along with Mustafa Arafat, Prince Eze, Gabe Capascio, and Adrian Partosa. Balikig finding Partosa wide open for three. That was a good closeout though. I think that bothered him for sure.
It was a flyby. Good setup nonetheless. Pero nga, talagang agresibo itong Mustangs, challenging every shot.
The Mustangs, great interior passing, but tipped by the Aguilas. Capascio, wild layup. Losing control mid-air, no, Gio?
They really needed that badly for Capascio and for the Aguilas. Bleeding for points right now.
Oh, that was a back breaker of a three by none other than sino pa ba? Tate Chudoro. Or rather, that was...
I believe that was Nicky Monteclaro.
Oh yeah, Nicky Monteclaro. Very good correction on that. And see there, Partosa, hindi pa rin. Actually, Partosa already had a three-pointer a while ago. Cold shooting game for AIDS.
You can say medyo may halo ng alat itong opensa ng Aguilas.
Once again, Monteclaro. Great defense there by Arafat, and which leads to Lazaro stepping out of bounds. This is the biggest lead that both teams have seen. 14-point lead for the Mustangs.
Di mo masabi rin, Nico, parang halo na to ng... Kita mo yung pagod with the world imports nitong Pilipinas Aguilas, hindi makahabol sa rebounds. And fresh legs sa MisOr Mustangs na nakukuha pa rin nila second chance opportunities.
Woo. Oh, that was a good isolation play for Arafat, but Eze just getting blocked right there.
That's Coulibaly establishing the no-fly zone there.
Kasi Acuña talaga hindi... Doesn't look like he's 37 years old. Especially with the way he moves, no?
Parang hindi rin siya napapagod the whole game.
Ang ganda rin kasi yung management ng minutes ni JR Kawaling.
When you have a lot of players with the same play styles, 10-man deep, you can just sub in the same skill set that you've already subbed out. Sobrang yung system mo will just benefit from it. Parang wala nagbabago.
Great steal there by the Aguilas. The drive and the finish by Nem De La Cruz. Balikig to De La Cruz connection right there. 3 minutes and 42 remain. And time is not the friend right now of the Aguilas. Lucero. With Partosa on him. A last-second pass to Coulibaly results to a turnover. Balikig gives it to De La Cruz. Too strong. Here come the white shirts. Lucero. Last-minute pass to Val Acuña. Hits the back rim, and Prince Eze with a strong board. Back and forth basketball right here inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Cavite. Arafat finishing with a righty layup. Just like a red carpet, eh, no?
Oh.
Pinaano lang siya, eh.
Probably the easiest basket for the Aguilas this quarter.
And the Mustangs need to talk things over as they want to secure this victory, up by 10 with 3 minutes to go. we've been spoiled with a lot of plays just like this. That's the assist of the game, brought to you by Fiberblaze. Nothing beats local, and that's the local Asian players on the highlight reel on that one.
The Aguilas would need more of those kung gusto nilang makahabol pa dito. 10-point lead, Nico.
Ito na yung Gio, ito na yung point na ipagdadasal mo na lahat ang tres mo sana pumasok na. This is the time where you pray that those shots from downtown go in. But Val Acuña has other plans. Val Acuña wants to end this game and wants to go home.
They need to get those stops first before hoping na pumasok yung mga three-pointers nila. But unfortunately, another turnover for the Aguilas. Ooh!
I thought that was gonna be an alley-oop for Las Coulibaly. Great stop by Arafat. Arafat to Eze. Ano lang, light layup lang naman, Sir Prince.
Sure shot, sure shot.
The Nigerian-born player now has 7 points and 12 rebounds. Modest numbers.
Modest numbers,
To
but
standards.
it's something a bit low for what your expectations from your world import. Still have time though, so 2 minutes to produce.
Although that's, I would say that's gonna be a bit of work, to say the least. And Las Coulibaly, you would think that he has a lot of numbers on the stats, but it's 10 points and 9 rebounds so far. He has a chance to get a double-double, considering that there's still 2 minutes left. But Las Coulibaly, make no mistake, has been a thorn on the side of the Aguilas.
Las Coulibaly, as we mentioned, he has had a monster debut last game, pero mukhang na-check na siya ng Aguilas. Unfortunately for the Aguilas, meron ka pang Eugene Toba na kailangang problemahin, who already has right now a double-double himself, 20 points, 14 rebounds. Still a long climb for the Pilipinas Aguilas.
You know, Gio, kasi Coulibaly, it says here, he only has 1 block, right? And our last 2 games brought to you by Grab Kitchen. This is the perfect time to grab a snack, courtesy of Grab Kitchen. And sakto, meron pa tayong 3 laro. Why not use the Grab app? Go to the Grab Kitchen and get yourself some good grub. Especially pag marami pang laro, yun yung masarap kumain, no?
Hindi ka pa maaabala. While watching, tinggal lang sa phone mo, book those Grab deliveries. You have something na for the next 3 games. And we see a substitution. Mustafa Arafat.
Si Carlos Sumabat, masok naman para sa Aguilas. Yeah.
Mukhang may iniinda si Mustafa.
Hopefully nothing too serious considering that tuloy-tuloy mga laro.
Oo. Second game pa lang nila ito. And kailangan si Mustafa ng Aguilas.
No, I love how patient Lucero is. Grabe. And Lucero, that is his 14th assist.
14th assist.
14 na yun.
Sabihin ko pa lang, Nico. Mukhang, I don't know, under 2 minutes left, there's a chance. He can still tie his record for most assists in the history of Asiabasket.
So he has the record right now, no? 16.
Tied with James Martinez.
Oo.
That he said yesterday.
They both said it yesterday. It would be funny if he breaks it the following day.
The following day.
Which is today. So tingnan natin Although medyo mahirap na. But let's see kung... Alright, so he's calling for an ISO. Or rather, he's calling for the pick.
It's a 2-man game. It's a 2-man game. He was looking for that love.
Oh, yun na. That is a saya on Carlos. I think Carlos was already looking at the rim and not able to control that basketball.
Everything not going right for the Aguilas. They probably need the miracle right now, but they need to get those stops. And Coulibaly asking for probably a holding foul.
Actually, si Coulibaly, ang daming deflections, no? There's a reason why, na kahit 1 block nga lang, yun yung point ko kanina na his length gets in the way of a lot of shots that the Aguilas.
Doesn't have to show in the stat sheet.
Tete Chudoro, dadagdag pa sana.
Tete was smiling. He thought that was going down. And kahit naman tayo, he was really hot from the outside.
That's a good recognition by Daes. Kapasha right there.
He is waiting. Setting up Tete. 15th assist.
Okay, Tete Chudoro using the glass. Back is open.
My goodness.
Carlos Sumabat. This time for 3. Ano, meron 3 si Carlos Sumabat. Yun yung reason kaya bakit ako nagtataka. Is this a Reggie Miller moment for
Oh.
Carlos Sumabat?
Would have been. And probably, they can shoot still. And ladies and gentlemen,
Wait, abot ba? Is it the record?
it is the record.
Wait, tingnan natin ha. Kasi di pa nag-load eh, kung 16. Yeah, we have to see if that's the
Wow.
record. But well, anyway, let's check that later. Anyway, the MisOr Mustangs winning against the Pilipinas Aguilas 90-75. And Gio, that was a heck of a second half run for the Mustangs.
For the Mustangs, exactly. And ito nga, nakita natin Eugene Toba just leading the way for the Mustangs, being the clutch guy, being the leader for their team, leading them to victory. And unfortunately for the Aguilas, naubusan lang din talaga sila and they couldn't find their offense. And medyo nakulang sila sa world import production.
What stood out for you for the Misamis Oriental Mustangs in this game?
They just shared the ball. And again, Lucero has been a thorn to the side of kahit sino makakalaban niya, being that helter-skelter showman that he is, ang hirap niya basahin, sharing the ball for the Mustangs. Hindi mo malaman kung sa magagaling yung opensa. And defensively, they were very patient. They were very aggressive, just challenging everyone inside, blitzing every screens, just lockdown defense all over the place that made it difficult for the Pilipinas Aguilas to set up their offense.
Ano naman sa tingin mo yung nawala sa Aguilas? They were leading in the first half, di ba? Pero dito second half, something completely changed. But usapan natin mamaya. But let's give this first to Kate as she'll be interviewing the player of the game.
We have here Nigeria's tower, Eugene Toba with double-double, 20 points and 14 rebounds. Eugene, first of all, congratulations. You know, you guys had a slow start. What turned the tables around for MisOr?
Actually, we kind of like figured out how to play from the first start. We could see how they were shooting most of their 3 points, and we noticed our defense was kind of lacking. So we kind of figured it out from the defense, which we have to base on. Then once we pick up on the defense, of course, the offense comes in from there.
Eugene, you once graced the NCAA. Now you're here. What makes you keep going back to the Philippines to play basketball?
Actually, I've always been here for long now. So basketball here is really wild and different. You know, when it's like compared to other countries, when you play around here, you know, all the love and fans and everyone watching, you know, it makes you have the feeling to play basketball more every time. And it's what I really love about it. You know, there's sometimes you feel like you don't want to play, but due to the fans and people who, you know, the way they kind of like want you to play around and, you know, come around you, you have the feelings to play every time. So it's what keeps me playing most of the time. Plus, of course, I have the zeal to play.
Looks like you'll be here for a long time. Last for me, Eugene, you know, the floor is yours and it's your time to greet.
I want to thank all my teammates and Boz and Coach Leo and everyone who's watching, even my opponents. They really played a good game. You know, respect to everyone. And for the fans that are also watching, Marami salamat po kayo, you know, thank you.
Good job. Back to you, Nico and Coach Gia.
Thanks for that, Kate. And once again, that is the player of the game, Eugene Toba. And that was brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. And Eugene Toba did dominate. And once again, that was the final. Our final score is 90-75 in favor of the Misamis Oriental Mustangs. We'll see you guys for the second game.